Tā tāua anō I runga I a koe tōku matakena. Teia tō o mara e te kawe e te kura ki teia nei au. I tōura I te tangata. Te rauka I a rātou te marama. Te kite e te whakari o te kura. O tō tāua mara e teia. Teia ka tumu I no te kuki airani.
Kia ora ana. The journey to a smoke-free Cook Islands began with an idea. For this idea to be successful, it had to have the support of the community. In this episode, we hear from our community champions through the structures that hold us together, our cultural leaders, spiritual guides, youth mentors, and the hands-on workers helping lead change from the bottom up.
All the leaders on the island, the traditional chiefs, the members of parliament, the mayors, the island government, and the religious advisory council signed up a letter of commitment to commit themselves to a better, healthier future for their island people. To be honest, that is the greatest thing an island could have, having all their leaders to support, to move the island from where it is today to a more healthier people for their individual islands.
Young people are the future of our islands, and the adults who guide them, like teachers, sports mentors, and youth workers, have a powerful influence in shaping choices. These people work directly with our youth, helping them choose healthy habits.
But with this program that has started this week, it has given us some data as a result for us where we can get that to the parents. This is where we are. Even we've started, but we need to do more because we've got the baseline of it now. We've got the results that, okay, we keep it as it is, or we can come down, or to stop the NCDs coming into our children and let our children be to change their life or the well-being, the life of our people in Atiu. I am so happy. I'm excited. I'm really excited of carrying this program, keeping it going, having our students to be involved in it.
We actually run a healthy living program, which is also inclusive of the Outer Islands. Since 2018, with our Healthy Living program, it's an educational program. During term one, I have opportunity to outreach to the Outer Islands, so I've been just very fortunate. It's what I call a 70-30 program, 70% classroom, whereas I'm teaching them the why. We need to be drinking more water, less fizzies, abstain from, smoking, drinking, and what we call fats, oils, sugars and salt. We need to minimize that or moderate that. I guess that's in our fight against NCDs or non-communicable diseases, which is, it's just killing us. We're always on that podium with its gold, silver, bronze, between the Cooks, Tonga, Nauru, American Samoa, just in terms of NCD-related deaths, per capita. Not everyone's going to go out and play national rugby. No, that's not it. But if we have opportunity to be able to just help educate our kids to make better decisions on their journey, then that's our contribution a bit towards helping to build just, I guess, a bit more active, a bit more healthier, a bit more resilient community.
I was a member of the Cook Islands National Youth Council a few years back. I was the president from about 2017 right through to about 2020. I worked alongside some amazing individuals like Api Tumutoa, Rima Moika'a, Liam Kokaua. There were quite a few of us that did some amazing work for our Mapu here in the Cook Islands. One of those initiatives that we did was around a smoke-free campaign for Te Marae Ora at the time, back in 2017. We ventured to Araura and did a smoke-free me speech competition with the children, the students of Araura College. There were many senior students that participated and delivered their speeches in English and Cook Island Māori on the impacts and the harms of tobacco. And from that, we also had an information booth set up in collaboration with the Marae Ora in Aitutaki on tobacco, the harms of tobacco, the health impacts and the implications of smoking as well. It's something that we're really proud of to have delivered in one of the outer islands that really raised awareness on the damages and the impacts of tobacco to one's health.
Change also comes from those working quietly but powerfully behind the scenes. Local NGOs like Red Cross Cook Islands in Mangaia play a vital role in community health through outreach, education, and emergency support.
I am pleased that the Marae Ora and government are taking this holistic approach to the NCD epidemic that we face in the Cook Islands, and especially here on our remote island communities and also our small communities. The NCD epidemic, the NCD crisis, whatever it's called, I think is the biggest challenge that we face as a nation. It cuts into the whole depopulation issue. It cuts across our productivity, our economic opportunities that we can or cannot take advantage of, are all impacted by this health crisis that we face. Especially in our small island communities, the effects of lack of health resources, lack of access to health resources has a much more profound impact in a smaller community like Mangaia.
Our NGO, we run a program called Atuanga Ki Te Tango, which is to connect to the foundation. We push that connection to our natural resources, to cultural identity. And we see these habits of smoking, vaping, including alcohol, drinking, illegal drugs. It's really a part of these colonial chains that pull our people down, harm our bodies, harm our minds, our spirits, our youth. So one of the key things we push in our program is to keep clean habits. And that falls right in line with what Te Marae Ora is wanting to achieve as well for our people. Our NGO has been very supportive of Te Marae Ora's efforts to bring smoke-free islands into place, especially in the Pā'enua. We work closely with Te Marae Ora here on Rarotonga, especially with our youth in the schools. This smoke-free initiative is a very important step to take. It's not going to be easy. Addiction is something that people battle constantly, whether it's nicotine, alcohol, gambling. Addictions take hold because the mind needs to, I guess, strengthen itself to those addictions, and it is difficult. Sugar is an addiction too. We all are, at various levels, addicted to certain things. So it's about finding that inner strength, being around positive people who perhaps don't partake in those habits. If we can make those small changes, if you are a smoker and you are a parent or a grandparent, try not to smoke in front of your children, move away. We don't want to teach them, we don't want to normalize that behavior. Because once it's normalized, then it's very hard to break a cycle. Because we're showing our kids, oh, we're telling them one thing with our mouths, oh, this is not okay, it's not good for you. And then in front of them, we do something else. So we need to be more consistent in how we teach our children. And show them that it's possible, that you can quit. You can cut down from 5 cigarettes a day to 4 or 3. You can do those steps as well because you know it's not good for them.
Cook Islands traditional leaders carry more than titles. They carry history, values, and spirit of our people. In this journey, their support has been crucial.
Me mua tāku e rape au, me mua kua apa meo te re rā a marureanga kura te te ngutuare. E rato e te ngutuare o te arerik. E te rea toa tau, koe e te kai te awariki no te kai o. Koe e te kai no te kai kau. Kia tupu te a mānoko rokonga e akaramanga nā te istangata e te tutua nui tō rātou uiariki. Ma te akariki a rātou e te turuturu nei tō tātou areriki e te mānoko rokonga. Nō rea, i te ngutuare, kare kai oawa, kare kai kau e roto i te ngutuare. I te tātou i neke mai e mātou roto i te ngutuare. Me i te rea tātou, me ina ngaroto ku uiariki i te kai oawa, e rātou ngai te matara. Maki te o te ngai, te rā te matara, me kare, te rā te... Nā, i te rea tātou, te karanga mai nei rai, te au tokorua ere o te uariki kia koe, ai, tono roko i te uto au mitua pakari ki te rātou, e runga te matara. Kua ki te ue nā tātou, nā te au mitua, e akari te tai tutu. E rea tō tātou i sanga te akara mai kare tātou rea e rawe ko o te ia. Nō te mea, te au puputangata i te rea tātou koe te kai. Koe te rai e mea rātou, o tā rātou shopping mua te, ere koe tō tiki awawa. Kare te manako i te eranga i te tukunanga i kua e manako ariki puu i a mai. No te mea te eramoera te tai o manako tō tātou i stangata pene ko tōna tō rātou werako rai tia. No te mea te tai pae ko a karuke i te warungo uru. Mata i te kai o ane rai. Ke tērā mātou i te au inoa. Ko te manako noko angai kone areke noa na te aronga i te rea tura. Te akara i ane rā ki te uki o. O te rea te wairu rea ere nei te uki o, e akamata nei te inaro i te amiri, i te awau. Te rea te ngā ina ki o e kua aka sino mō tō tātou waronga aka te tere o te marae ora, ke runga i te uki o. Pera katoa rā, i te kamaru i katoa i tō tātou o mito ko roa rātou, pene karoko e rātou i te ere maria mai e ako koreat.
Te turupakari nei te warataki, o runga nei te enua, no te tuanga tikai i te oraanga o tō tātou isi tangata. E te kite nei i tātou i roto i te tuatau, te tuanga o te anau tamariki, te anau mapu, i tō rātou tuanga kopapa, o te au tuanga reira te tāte marae ora e karakoro atu nei i roto i te tuatau. Te turupakari nei mātou, te waka tere-tereanga, te waka tereanga i runga nei i te enua, i te program.
In the Cook Islands, faith is woven into the fabric of daily life. Churches are not just places of worship. They are pillars of support, community, and moral guidance.
Well, I pray for every pastor of every church to be very instrumental in promoting or driving this tobacco-free initiative. For me as a pastor, you know, we deal a lot with visiting the sick and praying for the sick. It's most disheartening. You just couldn't bear what people go through. But you can't help because you see the lifestyle has brought them, and they expect you to, to call for a miracle, for instant healing. What brought it to that point? Who brought it there? It's the individual. We like to go to church, we believe in God and talk about Him, but we neglect the body. A healthy body gives us a healthy mind and promotes a healthy spirit. When the body is mucky, then it becomes a boring life and a painful life, and you're deprived of your health potential to be out active and enjoy life to the full rather than being bound and tied down.
We've been very grateful to these 4 islands, Ngāputoru and Mangaya, because they are the first to develop their island health plans. We introduced some other initiatives like the healthy schools, a healthy island, which also contributed to the overall objective of the government and Te Maraeora, that by 2030, our children today will be NTD free. Now, in these plans, it talks about, again, supporting a healthier communities going forward, and of course supporting the smoke-free islands, and also increasing the production of vegetables on the islands. So it is to reduce unhealthy products as well, and also increasing physical activities, because during the STEP survey in 2022, the finding was that many of our people were found to be inactive. So these islands has now started developing programs to keep their workforce and their people active, and also addressing the fizzy drinks within the schools, which is a school program with the Ministry of Education, and other good initiatives that has come about in the island health plans the 4 islands has developed.
So this is something that we as a community with help from government need to address, and I am pleased that this approach is being taken, which is why I volunteered.
So if we can just, the public health program is rampant, in the community and everywhere, but how many attend to tap and utilize those given awareness program? So that's my prayer for our people insofar as that is concerned.
I think it's really important to involve young people in terms of these health initiatives, because primarily I think they should be taking the lead in this, and that they're our future. They're the future generation, and if we start with a really healthy young generation who are real advocates for healthy living, which means cutting out substances that harm or impact on your health, your personal health, then I think that we will make strides as a country.
It's really about changing mindsets. If we can embrace that change, and we know a lot of us come from families that embrace these habits. It's a drinking culture here, not gonna lie. If we can take that first step and make the change ourselves and teach our children to break that cycle, we will be better off for it. So definitely, we're taking a step in the right direction.
At the end of the day, they're the ones who are going to succeed us on the journey. So hopefully being able to have that opportunity with us for our Healthy Living program, being able to, speak light to them at the primary school level, will go a long way in terms of them making those decisions along that journey too. So yeah, don't smoke, no good for you.
These are the people walking alongside their communities, encouraging and guiding. They may lead in different ways, but together they are helping their islands steer towards a healthier, smoke-free Cook Island.